kind of mini mall spot that I got.
How far down? Like Havenhurst far?
No. It's like basically around the Coldwater area.
Okay.
And I just keep it hot, like basically
like
from
Dixie Canyon-ish?
Yeah, exactly. And there's like there's a Wells Fargo.
Psychic Eye Bookshop.
But guess what?
Don't come in Psychic Eye Bookshop talking trash.
But check this out though. They shut down a gas station there, like on my block, and what happened was they put a Wells Fargo there. I fucking opened an account at Wells Fargo. That's how much I keep. Yeah, no, that's
you keep the block hot.
Yeah.
You're Jenny from the block.
No, I'm not gonna be. The new shit isn't gonna move me out. I'm gonna adapt. You have to adapt to change, and that's why you keep it. That's why that's my block. There's some other people that try to claim that shit for real. Like there's an old guy that's there all the time that everybody knows.
You're really like an old Jew.
No, that's what I said. I'm like an old guy, only young.
But it seems like the block is not so hot because out of 4 businesses you named, 2 went out of business. And if you can't keep a place in business that just sells lettuce, that's not a lot of overhead. Like, hey, did you chop the lettuce? Ay. We're hemorrhaging cash with the lettuce.
There used to be a Baja Fresh there that got closed down. And now
what stayed open? The coffee?
Dude, I've had this block shut down, not shut down business-wise, but shut down for like how it was mine.
It's your spot.
Yeah, for 7 years, dude. 7 years, man.
And you've seen him come, you've seen him go. Went and visited niggas in the hospital.
Dude, there's going to be like...
That's Dr. Dre. I'm not dropping N-bombs. Right. Are we in trouble? Because that's the thing with the N-word, to go completely sideways. With a comic, and you're a comic, like guys like Tracy Morgan somehow set the bar early of like, that's unacceptable. Like, no, he's fucking insane. Don't make him be the guy that represents us. If I want to do a bit and say something about stabbing my gay son, at least I have to be able to reach. I said this in an interview where I couldn't really explain it to the guy without sounding like a douche. Like, yeah, of course some things are off limits, but Patrice O'Neal said it best. I have to be able to reach for what's off limits.
Yeah. Absolutely.
When you close that for me, we're no longer in entertainment.
Yeah.
I have to be able to reach for a rape joke. And I'm not saying I personally, I don't have any rape jokes. Yeah. I don't think rape is funny. And it would give me horror to think that someone in my audience has been raped and I just gave them a flashback and made them like weep at a comedy. So that's why I wouldn't even touch it.
Bad, yeah.
I wouldn't touch it.
Right.
But someone like Daniel Tosh, people that like push the envelope, I need these guys to reach into that, but reach in there and try it. You can't take that away.
And it always makes me feel like, I think that a lot of these comics, they're apologizing, and I think that kind of like hurts us in a way because I mean, look, to apologize for saying I'm sorry that hurt your feelings. I certainly don't want you to get flashbacks for the rape and this and that, and I feel badly. Yeah, but then for apologizing for saying I'm sorry. I made a joke. I don't get that.
That's your job. That's like, I'm sorry I fixed your sink when you called the plumber.
Yeah, I don't get that. And I'm not saying it, I'm not condoning, oh, hey, everybody talk about rape or whatever. But
but I need someone, I need Daniel Tosh, someone not me. I need someone to like, I don't know, it's like if you walk around your house blindfolded and you got your hands out and you just keep feeling around where shit is, I need someone to keep feeling past where I'm feeling.
Right.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, of course.
It's a pretty abstract way to describe it.
It's kind of sexual, I think, but yeah.
I need someone, because eventually your hand's going to touch Chris DElia's cock.
Eventually, a lot sooner than you might think.
Chris DElia's dick is so big, he goes, look, I'm going to be off in like 10 minutes. Why don't you go get the car at the valet? You go out there with the dick at the valet stand. I felt bad for Daniel Tosh.
Yeah. But, I mean, that seemed to kind of come and go, though.
Until now. I'm trying to stir it back up.
Yeah, I know. But there's a bunch of that shit. You did the Batman one,
Dane Cook, said this is what the joke was. The movie was so bad that people were sitting there watching it going, ugh, fucking shoot me.
Yeah.
And then the guy came in.
Yeah.
Now, look, would I have said it? No, I wouldn't have said it. I might have said it to you in the car driving to Vegas, goofing off. But if you can't reach for the next rung on the monkey bars, there's no gig for us.
Also, as people are saying it's too soon. Yeah, it was fucking a week ago, but that at least is in joke form. It is a joke,
right?
It's not like
a joke about the movie sucking,
right? It's not like he was going up just saying, "Hey, fuck this person, fuck that person."
How is this making fucking news?
It is weird how it's making news. It is weird how it's making news. I understand if somebody's going to blog about it and then some people read it, fine.
See, that makes me a little more nutty when people are blogging about like Dane's set.
Right.
And like taking shit out of Dane's earned the right to bump everyone on the fucking block.
Agreed.
Not your block. That's your block.
Not the coffee bean. Yeah, but there's an open mic there, by the way.
If Dane comes in and wants some cherry tomatoes in a salad, he's got that right to demand them in that salad place.
Yeah, but I mean, he comes to me first, you know.
Well, naturally.
For that block.
You are the Laugh Factory. Dane has to enter you to try out the.
I'm the Laugh Factory at the coffee bean. Is what I am.
Yeah.
No, but I agree with you, man. You work hard and you want to bump somebody, you can bump somebody.
And more than bumping anybody, and look, Chris and I aren't saying, like, how could you be offended? We completely realize that what comics say
can be offensive.
Can completely offend you, but it's kind of like you buy the ticket, you have to take the ride.
That's the truth.
You don't have the right to not be offended.
No.
You don't have the right to be offended. I don't even know how to fucking put it.
Here's the deal.
It's
if you buy a ticket for the show and you go into the show, you know what? To be honest, any show that I'm on like a showcase show at the Comedy Store, at the Laugh Factory, the Improv, it would be shocking if there was not a rape joke for each show. Like, I mean, that's going to happen.
From everybody on,
not
like 10 comics.
Not from me, but 10 comics on the show, somebody's going to make a rape joke.
And you know who makes most of them? Women.
Yeah, that's true.
Amy Schumer's got great rape jokes.
That's true.
Like, for real, like, and a compliment to Amy Schumer, she actually has funny
she's
rape
really
jokes.
Funny. Yeah, no,
like, it's not rape if you don't remember, right? Come on, ladies, please. Right, she'll do the whole. It's really fucking funny.
It's funny. Look, he's laughing. Yeah, it's funny. And you know, if you're gonna go to a comedy club, that might happen, and you might get offended. So you just gotta sit there.
You have the right to leave the comedy club and ask for your money back because it wasn't your cup of tea.
But the problem is the blogging about it. Now people go home and they blog about it, and then somebody retweets it, and then it's like, oh shit, this guy's Satan.
Chris, your act is R-rated, but it's certainly not filthy or like derogatory or misogynist. But I could watch you do an hour at the Improv, and I could take 3 sentences at random,
absolutely,
and bury your shit at NBC. And it's unconscionable.
Yeah, it's really a crapshoot, man. You don't know what's going on. So,
like, I just dropped an N-bomb because I was quoting a Dr. Dre lyric.
Somebody could just say you weren't quoting a lyric and you were saying this about black people. Yeah. It's
just so. Whatever.
That's what I'm going to do. On the 10-minute podcast.
Just talk about the N-word?
No.
We can't even say it. You can't even say the N-word having a conversation. Everyone listening knows exactly the word I'm talking about.
And you can't say it.
You can't, like I said it to once in context of that thing.
Yeah, but you were rapping
and then I'm
with
like,
it.
now I got to paddle away from it so it's floating away from me down there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know, it's weird. But
if D.L. Hewley and Cedric the Entertainer were here, they would just be nonstop. Not sad. I don't think sad says. Actually, I picked the 2 guys that don't say it at all.
It's funny.
The 2 guys with self-respect.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I need you to know.
You know
about salad shooters.
Yeah, I know. It's that's the big problem is that everybody's a critic now. And
the only people that really have free speech are the people underneath the article in the comment section.
Yeah.
Those somehow the First Amendment has only protecting the people writing the N-word and Hitler shit and 9/11 truth people and Obama's a fascist and this person's fucking ridiculous and all that. Like, those people have complete freedom because its anonymity is attached to it. All right, I got to get off my high horse and get to something.
No, it's nice to hear though. Actually, it's interesting because I haven't talked about it really.
Your voice is mellifluous.
Well, I'm just trying to hypnotize you.
Kevin Mitchell, the batter. Caught that ball barehanded last night.
He did, didn't he? Mets, yeah.
Kevin Mitchell I believe he caught the ball barehanded as a Padre.
Oh, he was a Padre? No, San Francisco.
We will be corrected immediately.
Okay.
That's the great thing about you do a podcast that airs 2 weeks later and people are correcting you on shit. You have no idea what you're talking about. Some guy will email me and go, I think you're talking about Meredith Wilson. And I'm like, Meredith Wilson? Yeah, I wrote The Music Man, JJ.
Right.
I'm like, who fucking said anything about The Music Man? You and Chris DElia? DElia?
DElia, you keep fucking saying it different ways.
I said DElia and my entire life. Not joking at all. I said.
For who?
Just whenever you would come up. Just when I would talk about you.
But no, I thought maybe you grew up with a DElia or something. You're saying your entire life. You weren't talking
anytime
about
I spoke about you, yes, I talked.
DElia is actually not that bad. There's some real fuck-ups.
How?
Delilah. People just go to what they have heard before.
All right. New York Mets, Kevin Mitchell.
Hughley.
San Diego Padres. San Francisco Giants. So we were both right. Yeah. Seattle Mariners.
Will Clark.
Cincinnati Reds.
Jose Lind. Who else do you remember?
Fukuoka Daihawks.
What the fuck? Oh,
1995 went to... No, it's not.
No?
No, it was an expansion team in 95. It was his face. If you could see, Chris had a moment of like, really?
It's because you called me mid-bit. I was about to do something, and it just threw me off.
You were about to say.
I was about to say, you know that...
Butch Husky, black man with freckles, not an attractive man.
Wow, I don't even remember him.
Hey! I used to do a bit about Harry Carey. He's been dead so long that you can bring him back, Butch Husky, black man with freckles. A strange look on a man. Ball one to Mark Grace.
You're really good at fucking impressions. That's super weird.
I think you should tweet that.
I think I should what?
Tweet that. How many Twitter followers do you have?
115,000 or 120,000.
After this, you're going to have 121. Boston Red Sox?
How many followers do you have?
About 180.
Oh, yeah, way more.
Cincinnati Reds, Cleveland Indians, and Oakland A's was his last stop. Two-time All-Star.
With Dave Henderson.
Hey, Ricky Henderson, Dave Henderson. I'm surprised the guy in right field isn't somebody else named Henderson. You got two Hendersons out of three outfielders. Oh, good Lord. Jose Canseco hit one off the arm of Kerry Wood.
Wait, how come... shit, what was I going to say? Damn
I don't know.
You threw me off.
We were talking about rape jokes, and
No,
you got sideways into Kevin
baseball.
Mitchell.
Kevin Mitchell was an actual gang member.
Really?
You didn't know that?
Now I got to open up Wikipedia again?
Yeah, he was a gang member. He had like ties to gangs, and they were trying to make a movie about him, about that, and it just never came to fruition.
How do you know this? You're Hollywood insiders?
I just know it because I was a gang member with Kevin Mitchell when I was 7.
What was the name of your gang, Chris DElia?
We were the Whitneys.
You can do better. I'm gonna give you another swing at that. You were in a gang?
Yeah.
What was the name of your gang, Chris?
The Crips.
Really? You were a Crip?
Yeah.
Which sect of the Crips?
It was the Air Force. I don't know.
Don't tap out. You had it. Is that a common thing in your podcast? What is the pet peeve that each guy has about each other on the 10-minute podcast? With
Brian won't. Well, Brian kills bits. He'll kill bits. We'll be going with a bit, and then he'll just be like, "Well, but you have dogs in your truck, right?" And
hair
we're
extensions.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
No. But he'll bring up something else about the bit, thinking it's funny, but it totally derails it. We call him Bit Killer Jones. And every time he does it, we say, "Oh, here comes Bit Killer Jones."
What's more unfunny? Him, the way he derails a bit, or the lame nickname you came up with for Bit Killer Jones?
Bit Killer Jones?
You could have had any name in the world.
No, Bit Killer Jones.
Actually, you know what?
By the way,
I like
it's
it. You know what?
hilarious.
I take it back.
Okay,
I take it back because you know what? It sounds like a fighter, turn of the century, Bit Killer Jones.
Yes. It also is funny in the way that he's an idiot, so he gets an idiot fucking nickname. I don't try hard. I just can't say Bit Killer Jones immediately, and that's what he gets.
Kevin Mitchell was affectionately nicknamed Boogie Bear by the San Francisco Giants. But no mention of gang affiliation.
Well, that's because that shit is off the, that's under the...
It's on the down
It's
low.
not like a gang member Kevin Mitchell steps up to the plate.
Vin Scully, it's time for Dodger baseball.
311 batting average, slugging percentage 425, and 7 kills this year.
Kevin Mitchell, Kevin Mitchell, the batter. What are the odds that in April his batting average is 187? He's killed people with his bare hands, takes a mighty cut, fouls it back just below us. Don't forget to watch Whitney. They moved it to Friday, which I don't understand. Ghost Whisperer used to be on Fridays. There's strike 2 to Kevin, 187 gang member Mitchell. So Whitney's going to be on Fridays now?
Friday at 8, I think, before Community.
Why do they have to move shit around?
I'm fine. I don't.
Explain it to me.
It's weird. I don't give a shit about that. I don't ever.
You should.
I know,
because that's their way of telling you you're out.
Whatever, dude.
I'm just trying to get in your head. All right, so he's Bit Killer. Brian Callen is Bit Killer Jones.
Yeah, that's what his thing is. Will's thing is that he second guesses everything. And he says, we'll do a podcast, and be like, maybe we should do it again. And he makes us do it again sometimes, and I hate that shit.
And what do they get on you about?
I eat during the podcast.
That's the cardinal sin I've learned.
I know, but that's why I do it.
Jay Larson was on once, and I had like a bowl of something off to the
side. And
you
sounded like an asshole.
Yeah, but I thought I had that shit completely off mic. Daryl Wright was here, and he had gum in his mouth, and you would have thought he took his dick out, and they were like, what the fuck? Like people went crazy. And
they
I
hated
understand.
it.
Like I used to listen to
Sounded
like
bad.
morning DJs and I could tell when they had food in their mouth.
Yeah.
I'm as a child,
Oh,
like
really?
with my dad in New Jersey driving to like Fish, listening to like WABC, WNBC,
Yeah.
Art Ross Jr. in the morning. And like we would hear these guys and I'd be like, I probably was like 10 and I remember being in the station wagon going, this guy's fucking eating.
Yeah, that's no good.
Where's your professionalism? I'm 10 and I know you're whack.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Oil Can Boyd.
Real
Remember-
name was Dennis.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought Dennis was a good young... Because that's the thing with the N-word, to go completely sideways. With a comic, and you're a comic, like guys like Tracy Morgan somehow set the bar early of like, that's unacceptable. Like, no, he's fucking insane. Don't make him be the guy that represents us. If I want to do a bit and say something about stabbing my gay son, at least I have to be able to reach... I said this in an interview where I
on my block, and what happened was they put a Wells Fargo there. I fucking opened an account at Wells Fargo. That's how much I keep. Yeah, no, that's
you
how
keep the block hot.
Yeah.
You're Jenny from the block.
No, I'm not gonna be. The new shit isn't gonna move me out. I'm gonna adapt. You have to adapt to change, and that's why you keep it. That's why that's my block. There's some other people that try to claim that shit for real. Like there's an old guy that's there all the time that everybody knows.
You're really like an old Jew.
No, that's what I said. I'm like an old guy, only young.
But it seems like the block is not so hot because out of 4 businesses you name, 2 went out of business. And if you can't keep a place in business that just sells lettuce, that's not a lot of overhead. Like, hey, did you chop the lettuce? Ay, ay, ay. We're hemorrhaging cash with the lettuce.
There used to be a Baja Fresh there that got closed down. And kind of mini mall spot that I got.
How far down? Like Havenhurst far?
No. It's like basically around the Coldwater area.
Okay.
And I just keep it hot, like basically
like
from
Dixie
like
Canyon-ish?
Yeah, exactly. And
Love
there's there's a Wells
Psychic
Fargo.
Eye Bookshop.
But guess what?
Don't come in Psychic Eye Bookshop talking trash.
But check this out though. They shut down a gas station there. Like now.
What stayed open? The
Dude, I've had this block shut down, not shut down business wise, but shut down for like how it was.
It's your spot.
Yeah, for 7 years, dude. 7 years, man.
And you've seen him come, you've seen him go. Went and visited niggas in the hospital.
Dude, there's gonna be like
that's Dr. Dre. I'm not dropping N-bombs. Are we in trouble?